Hello, YNABers. My name is Jesse Meekum. This is podcast number 451 for YNAB, where we teach you 4 rules to help you stop living paycheck to paycheck, get out of debt, and build wealth. That is not going to be on the next podcast, very likely. And you might be using one of those fancy apps that jump you ahead so you don't hear me make that intro every time. But instead of saying save more money, today I'm saying build wealth. Save more money is a little more approachable, a little more accessible, a little more like the everyman, right? And for some reason, when Todd, our chief product officer, came to me with a little bit of a thought experiment, he was chatting with a woman who's helping us in our YNAB for Good initiatives, and she said YNAB is, first and foremost, a wealth building tool. Todd passed that along to me, and I've been kind of examining that. Todd and I both shared a little bit of a negative connotation. We were like, wealth, it feels a little, I don't know, pretentious, a little bit like the Hamptons. I don't know. It just isn't as... There was just something there. And so today I wanted to examine it out loud where I say things that I just thought for the first time. Wealth is unapologetically, for you personally, a very, very good thing. The more wealth you have, the more you, listener, viewer, can do good. The less stress you'll have. And there may be some diminishing returns where you actually will experience more stress. I haven't experienced that yet. I'll let you know if it changes, if I am so fortunate. But the idea that we are just saving money, that feels temporary. Saving money for what? For a car, for a house down payment, for a next vacation, whenever those come. But building wealth, why does that feel so different to you? When you're putting money in your 401k, you might say, I'm saving for retirement. But would you just simply say, I'm building wealth? Why? Why don't you say that? I think it's because we have a little bit of that negative connotation attached to it. And I'd like to question it today publicly so that you can question it in your own mind. Are you comfortable with the idea of just saying, I'm building wealth? Do you tell your friends when you're using YNAB, hey, I use this tool because it helps me build wealth? Probably not. Even on our headline on our website, we say, gain total control of your money. That headline's really good, and we haven't found anything that'll beat it. But we aren't saying building wealth. I like the word wealth. As I kind of thought experiment this a little bit and poke the box some. I like the word wealth for you because wealth feels like it lasts. And while there are all kinds of interesting generational studies of how wealth doesn't really last between generations, wealth in my mind means it's something that will have a positive effect that just might outlast me. So when I'm setting aside money into that 401k, I get a little bit of a tax advantage. That's cool. But I'm building wealth. It's lasting. Maybe it'll even have a positive effect on my kids. Heaven help me that will happen. Wealth is nothing to be ashamed of. And maybe you could even just think about it for you personally and say, no, I am building wealth. I do want to have something that will last longer than me. I do want to have something that I could pass along to my kids. I do want to have something that will have a generational, positive, lasting effect based on the fact that you sought out to build wealth, paying off debt, not overdrafting again, carrying a larger checking account. Those are all financial improvements, but let's just call it what it is. You're using YNAB, you're following a budget, and you are building wealth. Until next time, follow YNAB's 4 rules, and you will win financially. You've never budgeted like this.